Welcome back. I wanted to pick a nice springy background to go with today. Behind me here is a photo of Letchworth State Park. I hope any of you that aren't from this area don't graduate from Geneseo without going over to Letchworth State Park. It's one of the hidden gems in our area. So anyway, back to the task at hand. We're going to go into the website. And let me talk you through just the beginning part of this, and then you're going to play, and then we'll come back together. All right, so we did talk a little bit in class today about why we see the Fibonacci numbers in plant growth, particularly the sunflower, that it allows for the seeds, the maximum number of seeds to pack nice and tightly into that center. And it's an efficient way for plants to grow so that each seed, as it grows, it turns out. Right? And it turns out in a way that gives it maximum space, maximum sunlight. And so that, and when leaves grow that way, right? When the leaves on a tree grow out in those spirals, they don't cover one another up, right? So that each leaf can get the amount of sunlight it needs. So we can see what it says here. I don't have to read it to you, but this spiral happens because each new cell is formed after a turn. All right, and then there's a fun little applet here that we can play on. Okay, so how far do you want to turn? And if we come down here and we start playing with different things, like we can see 0.3, that's a third of a rotation, right? If it turned a third of the way and then a third of the way and then a third of the way, notice how the seeds would pack, they'd pack right on top of each other. All right, and that wouldn't be good for being able to get sunlight. And then also we would have this plant growth, which is, a very poor design, right? We want something round that holds together with no gaps. Okay, so a third is no good. And on your paper, you're asked to try some different things and see what's a horrible plant design, which one's better, and then which is the best. So you might try something like this, a fifth, right? That's no good either. Okay, what ends up happening is we don't like, for plant growth, we don't like these nice fractions. Okay, we like things that are like ugly, right? Like that. If I put this in, that's much better. Not perfect, right? Not perfect, but better. At least I'm getting, more of a spiral here without, everything just going in a straight line. So I want you to try playing around with this, just try different things. The worst things you're going to get are the simplest fractions. Okay, you're going to get better when, you do something like this. Now that's not too bad, right? I leave a gap in the middle, but those are starting to pack nicely. Okay, so you're supposed to record a number that gave you a horrible design, a number that gave you a better design, like this would be my better design here, and then a number that gave you the best design. And you're probably thinking, gee, we're talking about golden ratio, right? And the decimal portion from the golden ratio is 6.61803. So it's probably not going to surprise you that that's going to happen, right? That's where we're going to get our most ideal plant growth. But give yourself a good 5-10 minutes playing around with this and try different designs, and then we'll reconvene.